I'm gonna change this shit. Even though it's times where I be talking about this gangster shit. Even though it's jobs and all the niggas I be hanging with. I can't save you from drowning if we both stuck on the sinking ship. I don't wanna be no plug, that's all they talking about. I don't wanna be no thug, that's all they talking about. I don't wanna be no hitter, that's all they talking about.
For what nation is there so great, who have God so nigh unto them?
So when we actually keep the commandments of God, yo, bro, what the heck? You believe in God? You believe in God? Let me show you one thing about God. Watch this. I'm gonna show you. Read from the top.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
When people see you, or your friends and stuff, how do they know that you have wisdom? How do they know that you're smart?
How I act and how I show it.
How you carry yourself? So basically how you carry yourself, right? Okay, watch this. So the Most High gave us things to show people that we know what we're doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like when we grow up, our parents, they give us common sense. You know what I'm saying? Going to street knowledge, going to school, book smart, whatever. But we have things that make us knowledgeable, where everybody in the world gonna look at us, not individually, but as a people, and say like, damn, like these people, they know what they doing. But when we look at Black and Hispanics today, we don't look at us like they know what they doing. Everybody looks at us like they don't have nothing, they don't got their shit together. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping on the streets, on crack, beating on women, no fathers in the households, the poorest in the community, you feel what I'm saying? But this is that wisdom that we're gonna get, bro. What?
Psalms 80 and 6. Thou makest us a strife unto our neighbors, and our enemies laugh among themselves.
The Bible said our enemies laugh amongst us. So that's why we gotta know who our enemies, because niggas could be laughing in your face whole time if he is your enemy. Exactly, right there. Watch this though.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who have God so nigh unto them?
So when we look at the world today, we don't see a specific people and say, you know what, they have the Most High God on their side. We don't see nobody like that. But that used to be us, the Black and Hispanic, us as a whole nation, us together. You know what I'm saying? Give me Ezekiel 37 and 23. We got to come back to that unison, because niggas be like, got Dominicans saying I'm not black people trying to shit on Puerto Ricans, like nigga, we one people, we in the same boat, slave, they don't know that, you feel what I'm saying? But that's because we're not keeping the laws of God. But when we keep the laws of the Most High, that's when they look at us like, damn, these people got God close to them. And if we have God close to us, nigga, I'm not gonna mess with you, because you got the Most High with you feel me?
2nd Ezra 3:35. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments?
No, it's a question to the Most High, like, what people in the world even kept the God's commandments? White man didn't keep it, the Chinese man didn't keep it, the Arab man not keeping God's commandments. Go ahead.
Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts.
So it said Israel by name, the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians were the people that kept the laws of the Most High. That's right. To a T. You feel me? Until we kept falling off. And we keep always stumbling, and now we at our lowest point. We gotta get back up. You feel me? And by getting back up is keeping the laws of the Most High.
But not the heathen.
What?
But not the heathen.
But not the heathen. So if we keep God's commandments and they don't keep God's commandments, that's how you know these people are your enemies, because they don't want to follow your God. You feel me? They're not gonna do. That's like you go with your little friends, like when you're young, like 10, probably 8 years old, running around and shit, and your friend is not trying to listen to what your parents say. Like he said, I can't stay out 9 o'clock. This nigga's 12 a.m. and 10 years old. Like I'm going home. You feel me? Like I can't be around you no more. You feel me? So when we look at the people that's not keeping God's commandments, we gotta separate ourselves from them. You feel what I'm saying? To an extent. Watch this.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and 23.
What's your nationality? What's your nationality?
Peruvian.
Peruvian? Alright, watch this. On your dad's side?
Huh?
On your dad's side?
No.
Where your dad from?
Jesus.
Where's your dad from? You shouldn't be dealing with everything. That's shit you gotta do. Where How you feel?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico? Okay,
Yeah.
watch it. Give me, you got something?
Yeah.
Alright, watch
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 21. In the CEV, it says, "You worship worthless idols and made me angry, and it made me jealous and angry. Now I will send a cruel and worthless nation to make you jealous and angry."
So the Most High said, we made him jealous and angry by worshiping other gods, worshiping idols, and niggas doing Santeria, brujeria, and voodoo, and all that other stuff. So he sent a people amongst us that's gonna make us jealous. And who makes the black and Hispanics the most jealous? It's the white man. They got all the money, they got the Benz, they got the guard, Lamborghini, they got everything that we want. You feel what I'm saying? And we as an oppressed people, we try to cover our sadness and our poverty by getting a little Benz. Niggas get a PPP loan, buy a Benz, now the niggas in debt. You feel, niggas just want to flex because we trying to hide all that poverty just because we're jealous. But that's why we got to go back to the Most High so we don't have to be jealous no more. You feel what I'm saying? We got him, he got us, and we straight as a people. Watch this.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and 22. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel.
So it's not going to be no more I'm Puerto Rican or I'm black, I'm Dominican, I'm Haitian. We're going to be that one people again. The Israelites, the true people of God. Get Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
And one king shall be king to them all.
We're going to have Christ as a king. Go ahead.
And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all.
Because we was divided up as the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and then the northern kingdom was all, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Mexicans, Native Americans, all of that. But now we're going to be collected back and under that one umbrella known as the children of Israel, right? What God?
Neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of their dwelling places wherein they have sinned.
So I said, the Most High is going to save us out of our dwelling places where we sin. And where the black and Hispanic sin the most is right here in America. So the Most High going to save us out of this place, take us out of, being at the bottom, first fire, less hired. You feel what I'm saying? Like, all of the bad stuff that's happening to our communities, we're going to be saved out of that and brought back to the land where it belongs, the land of Israel. You know the white Jews with the curly hair and shit, they stole your nationality. And by stealing your nationality and using the things that you should be using, they have become the most prosperous people on the earth. So but imagine if we use that power, because they don't even have God with us. They just using the tools that God gave us. So if we use the tools and the Creator, unstoppable. You feel what I'm saying? That's like a swordsmith and with a samurai or whatever. The swordsmith, you can have a sword that the swordsmith made, but if the swordsmith is not there to perfect it and clean it and polish it, the sword over time is gonna be dingy and destroyed. That's why you see them niggas be smoking cigarettes, and I be seeing homeless Jewish people. Like, nigga, how you Jewish and you're homeless? So if we use the tools and the Most High, we'll be the most prosperous people on the earth.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above,
No below,
above,
no equal,
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So God literally said, you are better than everyone on the face of the earth.
Right.
The black, Hispanic, Native, and Semitic Indian, we are the best people to ever walk this earth. Christ, black man, Solomon, black man. You feel what I'm saying? All of these people in the Bible, the significant people, black and Hispanic people, that's us. So we got to get back to that power. Because if we always claim to be kings and princesses. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, but yeah, I'm a king. Nigga, you paying taxes to the white man and working for the white man 9 to 5. You feel what I'm saying? We're kings. We got to be ruling people. And if you want to be a king, you got to have the mentality to be able to rule over people. Like, I know you've seen it in movies with kings and stuff. They got slaves, servants. You ready to have slaves? Well, let me show you. Give me Isaiah 14 and verse 1. Here, get this. What's good, bro? Watch this. Isaiah 14 and verse 1. Because remember, first it starts with our mind. We got to get Romans 12 and 2. First it starts with our mind. We got to renew our mind, get right with the Most High, and then that's gonna transfer to your physical actions.
I was like, nah, I can't do this no more. So I was like, I need you. And my whole life has changed. My whole life, I got a whole apartment, everything.
Give me 1 Samuel 2 and start at verse 7. 1 Samuel 2 and 7. And that's the God. The Most High, watch, you're going to read that. What you just had, what happened to you, we're going to read out the Bible. Watch this.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, verse 7. It says, 1 Samuel 2 and 7, the Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust.
When he raises up the poor out of, that's what God does. So if God literally raised you up, it's only right for you to pay the Most High back by just following what he said for us to do. You feel me? You feel me? So that's the least we could do. Because you could have still been in the shelter right now. But he rose you up from the dust, took you back from that lowest state and put you on you feel me, on a position where you're able to sustain yourself and, you feel what I'm saying, carry yourself properly. So give me like Leviticus 11. Watch this though.
Is the book of,
Romans 12 and 2. And be not and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Like I said, it starts with the mind. So you gotta be transformed with the renewing your mind. You understand? God rose you up, so now renew your mind. He renewed your body, your physical attributes. Now you gotta renew your mental state. Now you gotta get right with the Most High.
That you may prove what is that good, that acceptable and perfect will of God.
So when you do that, now you know what's the perfect and acceptable will of the Most High God. You feel me? He already gave you a position of, you know, stability, which is only right. You feel me?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1. The Lord will, in the GNT, the Lord will once again be merciful to his people Israel and choose them as his own. He will let them live in their own land again, and foreigners will come and live there with them.
So he's going to gather us, the black and Hispanics, and he's going to put us back in our land. Go ahead.
Many nations will help the people of Israel return to the land which the Lord gave them.
And the people that took us from there, they're going to be taking us back. You know, niggas, white people always like, go back to Africa. Go back to, nigga, first class. I need my mansion over there. I need you to be there picking the cut. All of that. You feel me? They can't tell you to go somewhere they took you from. You got to bring me back. So the Most High going to bring us back and have people bringing us over there. And he's going to have people working for us. Go ahead.
And there the nation will serve Israel as slaves.
As what?
As slaves.
As what?
As slaves. Those who once captured Israel will now be captured by Israel. And the people of Israel will rule over them who once oppressed them.
So the people of Israel, we're going to finally rule over the people that oppress us. The people that even made your life steer to the shelter, without you knowing, it's really the white man, the Chinese man, because they come into your neighborhoods, Chinese restaurants, liquor stores, sell crap, put crack in the community, put dope in the community, guns in the community, raise the rent, put high like SATs, make the Teslas high, so you don't even pass high school, you don't even got your GED, you're working at McDonald's, that shit is slavery, you trying to get out, you feel what I'm saying? It's all like, it all deals with structural racism. You feel what I'm saying? It's all interlocking effects. You got the media, you got the criminal justice, you got the wealth, you got housing, and education. All of that plays a part with our communities, and it attacks us individually. You feel what I'm saying? So we're finally gonna be able to rule over the people that did that to us. Because you should not be going through what you're going through. Give me Lamentation 4 verse 2 in the KJV. Watch it.
There's the book of Job, chapter 22, verse 19 in the NOT. The righteous will be happy to see the wicked destroyed, and the innocent will laugh in contempt. They will say, see how our enemies have been destroyed. The last of them have been consumed in the fire.
That's what the righteous are finally going to say. The people that keep the laws of God and actually get saved out of this captivity and get back into our power, our rulership, our heaven. Because that's what heaven is. When we get on top. Not floating in the sky, you know, hell is some shit in the ground. None of that's fake. What the black and Hispanics is going through right now, this is our hell. We're in hell right now. And when we get raised up in that heaven, in that kingdom, we're going to be laughing at them, mocking them. You feel me, God?
Verse 21, submit to God, and you will have peace. That things will go well for you.
It says, submit to God, and you're going to have peace, and all these things are going to go well for you. God.
Listen to his instructions.
Do what?
Listen to his instructions and store them in your heart.
So it said, listen to his instruction and store them in your heart. You know where God's instructions are? No? You got a Bible? You got a Bible? You want a Bible? I got you. I got you. I got my back.
If you return to the Almighty, you will be restored. So clean up your life.
Do what?
Clean up your life.
The Most High cleaned up your life. Now it's time for you to clean up your life as well. There's only so much the Most High is going to give you. You feel me?
If you give up your lust for money and throw your precious gold into the river, the Almighty himself will be your treasure and he will be your precious silver. Then you will take delight in the Almighty and look up to God. You will pray to him and he will hear you, and you will fulfill your vows to him. You will succeed in whatever you choose to do.
What?
You will succeed in whatever you choose to do. And light will shine on the road ahead of you.
So the Most High is gonna light a whole path. Ever seen like niggas walking up in a stadium from the underground? They're just lighting. When you follow the laws of God and you submit yourself to the Most High, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna light your path up, and everything you do is gonna succeed. Because, like I was saying, what you went through, none of that should have had happened. Because why? Look, watch this. Lamentation 4 and verse. You can start at verse 1.
Lamentation 4 verse 1. Come. Verse 2. The precious sons of Zion comparable to fine gold.
So we're the sons of Zion, and we're comparable to fine gold. But if we're comparable to fine gold, we shouldn't be in no shelter. We shouldn't be in no on the streets and begging for money or having to hop from job to job, carrying 3 jobs just to be able to feed your kids. You feel me? Like that shouldn't be happening, right? Verse 1.
How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street.
What?
The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street.
So it said it said we're the ones comparable to fine gold, and we're poured out in the street. It's literally in the Bible saying that we're gonna be inside the street. Here you go. It's about right there. You know what I'm saying? Read it, study it. When you want to find the laws of God, what you got to do is right here. All in these five books. Deuteronomy, right here, from Genesis to Deuteronomy. You know what I'm saying? Read it, study it. Remember it said you got to submit your life to the Most High because he raised you up. You know what I'm saying? And he's not going to do that for just anybody. So God got a plan for you. And if he got a plan for you, if I was you, I'm hopping on it. No homo. You feel what I'm saying? Watch Read this again.
How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out on the top in the top of every street. The precious sons of Zion comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter?
So we're esteemed as earthen pitchers. We're gold, but niggas look at us like clay, like cement, like dirt. You feel what I'm saying? But it's a question, like, if we're this good as a people, why the hell are we going through so much atrocities, so much depression, so much all of this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Racial profiling, none of this stuff should be happening to us. But that's why we gotta keep the laws of God. And I'm gonna keep stressing it. Because when we do that, give me Deuteronomy 28:1. When we do that, when the Most High told us to do that, he told us we're gonna be on top. We're gonna be prosperous. Give me Joshua 1:8.
This book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1.
And you should read this chapter, Deuteronomy 28. When you go home, read that. Whenever you get free time, read Deuteronomy chapter 28. Watch this stuff.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So he said he's gonna set us on high above all the nations of the earth when we keep the commandments. And if we're on the bottom, we obviously see that we wasn't keeping the commandments. Right, verse 15 real quick.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake you.
So it said all these curses are gonna come upon us and overtake us. Verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever.
These curses that's on the Israelites is going to be upon their seed forever. So if they're the Israelites in the Bible are always going through these curses, if it's on their seed forever, that means right now we can identify who these people are. and we see who the people are. The people who are the best at dancing, movies, singing, acting, sports, cooking, everything, they're the people that's on the bottom. They're the best, but they're on the bottom. They're the Israelites. The Black, Hispanic, Native, and some of the Indians. Watch this.
Joshua 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
So the book of the law, when you read Genesis to Deuteronomy, that book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. These laws God has stayed within you. Remember it said, what you was reading? Yeah, Job 22, it said, listen to his instructions and write them on your heart. They gotta just keep coming out your mouth. Because then niggas come around you. Like when people come around us, we always talk about the Most High. Always keeping the law. The law is always coming out of our mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like even at home, I be at home, I watch a movie, you see a nigga touch a dead body, I'm like, well, that nigga wild unclean. Like the law just coming out my mouth all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Like when we speak, it's just what God said. That's how we gotta be as a people. So when we talk to them, they look at us like, damn, God's with you. You feel what I'm saying? And that's a good compliment that should be upheld, not more in the society. You feel me?
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
So he said, when you take heed to these words and do all these words, then you're going to be prosperous. You know what I'm saying? He gave you that leverage. He helped you up. He gave you the crutch. Now you got to learn how to walk without the crutch. Keep the commandments. You feel me? That's the commandment. The Most High is that crutch. But we can't just lean on the Most High forever. That crutch going to break. You feel what I'm saying? You lean on the crutch, your fat ass, got like 300 pounds. That's just fat. Now you're on the floor. The law is going to bandage that could get you, you feel me, get you right.
And then thou shalt have good success.
Thou shalt have what?
Good success.
That's when we're going to have that good success. So Black and Hispanics want good, and we want good success. And remember, it's not just for you, because you love your people, right? But if you love your people, you will keep the laws of God. Give me Leviticus 16. I got you. Leviticus 11, 19 and 16. Right? Because if you love your people, when you keep the laws of God, it's helping your people get closer to where we're supposed to be. So if you want us to prosper and have good success, we got to be doing this. That's why we out here. Because we love our people. So we want you right on that side, right there. You feel me? Right here. That's where we want you. On our side, to teach the people to come back to God. From saying that to have that true love of our people in the Most High.
This is the book of Job chapter 5 verse 17. Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth.
What?
Happy is the man whom God correcteth.
So God put you in that low estate. Obviously, we know the white man and everybody else, they did that, but ultimately it was the Most High. He put you in that low estate. He corrected you, helped you out of it to show you that he can do whatever he wants with you. Literally, you're literally a walking example of what the Most High can do to anybody. Like I could be broke tomorrow. Dead broke. No money to feed my daughter, nothing. You feel me? But when we keep the laws of God, we have something to lean on. Go ahead.
Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty.
So don't despise when he corrects you. It's like if you have kids, if you beat them, they shouldn't be like, oh, I hate you, da da da. Nigga, you was over here playing with a fork in this fucking outlet, and you could have died. You feel me? Like I'm saving your life. When the Most High saves our life by putting us through hardships. So us in this society is that chastening, and we can't hate God for that. Because I was talking to my boy the other day, because I'm a barber. I'm cutting his hair. I'm like, he's like, yo, why the Most High gotta? He's like, yo, he's grimy. Why he gotta put us in the bottom? I don't even remember what I did in my past life. I'm like, bro, you can't hate it because this is how he's correcting. You can't hate to be corrected. That's mad prideful. He's gonna walk around thinking you know everything, and your dumb ass don't know. We have to get corrected.
For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
I'm saying, it said he delivers you. Read that part again. It said he delivers you.
He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and his hands make whole.
So he said he made you whole. He wounded you and then made you whole. And in 6 troubles and 7, nothing's gonna touch you. So once you get back up and start walking in the ways of God, that's when we're finally gonna never have nothing come upon us. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, okay? Shalom, shalom, all praises.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 19 verse 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people.
So imagine if we as black and Hispanics never did any gossip. Like a high school, middle school, all that would be a breeze. Black niggas love gossiping and shit for no reason. I already fucked that bitch. I already, she's a cheese. Oh, that nigga so well cut. Telling a whole bunch of bullshit. And we just kept that alone, because this is a law that we gotta keep. See how that benefits our communities by just you doing it? Watch another one, go ahead.
Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor.
It said, neither shall we stand against the blood of our neighbor. So let's say you was about to die, or somebody trying to kill you. I can't just watch you die. While your life is threatened, I can't just watch you do that. Remember George Floyd, knee on his neck, everybody's recording. And we was there, niggas taking the assault charge. I'm taking the assault charge. I can't watch my brother die. But black people, we swear and Hispanic people, we swear we love our people, but when it comes down to it, we're not trying to give your life up for somebody else. But Christ said there's no greater love for a friend than giving your life up. So we got to be able to give our life up for our people, and not just like me giving my life up for him or for him. It's for a random black and Hispanic. I never met this man. I'm dying for this man on the spot. You on the spot. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's that love that we got to have for our people. That's that love. When we actually have that, our communities is finally going to thrive and finally going to prosper. We're going to see some actual change. Niggas always talking about change and or 2022, everything is good. Nigga, nothing is good. Niggas is killing us and thinking white. It's still the same though. White people down south, big ass ARs ready for a race war. Nigga, you're not safe. But when we keep the laws of God, 6, yea, 7 trouble, nothing's gonna touch you. That's when we become invincible. Go ahead.
1 Chronicles 19 and 13. Be of good courage.
Be of what?
Be of good courage. And let us behave ourselves valiantly for our people.
For what?
For our people.
We gotta behave valiantly for our people. We gotta be strong for our people. But let's say we can't be weak. Because if we weak as if like, imagine Malcolm X was weak, or Martin Luther King was, they wouldn't be leaders. Imagine in the Haitian Revolution, imagine those leaders were weak. Then the Dominicans wouldn't even have independence. The French would still be one of the top ruling people in the world. But when we are valiant for, behave valiantly for our people, that's when we see actual change in the community. When niggas want to kill each other, niggas want to have sex with each other, women, make songs about it, that shit is dead. All of that shit is 2016. Over.
That's right. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 6. Be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, he is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee.
It said the Most High God is not going to fail you. But the only time the Most High is not going to be with you is when we're not keeping the laws of God. If we're not keeping His commandments, doing what He says to do, you're not getting what you want. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when you was a kid, if you wanted to go to the park or do whatever, you had to make your bed, clean the room, wash the dishes. You're not gonna be like, man, wash no damn dishes. Oh, I'm about to go to the park. Nigga, no you not, nigga. I know you're not. You're not going nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? And it's the same way with God. Same as with our parents. That's why he gave us like a blueprint with our parents. The same way we got it, because in the Bible it tells you got to fear your parents. Same you got to fear God, you got to fear your parents. You got to honor your parents. So if we grew up with that fear of our parents, like imagine how much more with the Most High God. Because He gave you something easy, just gave you a mom and dad that can't even create or, feel me, do a whole lot. So we got to be able to fear the Most High God and do what He said.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 10 in the GNT. If you love others, you will never do them wrong. To love then is to obey the whole law.
To what?
To obey the whole law.
To love is to obey the whole law. So when you read that Bible, of Genesis to Deuteronomy, you know what I'm saying, and Matthew and John, when you read that, understand that that's actually love. You're keeping the commandments of God. When you got your, give me numbers real quick. Say it again. All praises, all praises. So yeah, look, watch this. I'm gonna show you. Verse 20. Watch this.
This book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Remember the first thing I asked you was about how do you know you have wisdom? Getting wisdom is right here in the streets. You're not gonna get no wisdom anywhere else but the streets, but the Israelites teaching that true gospel, that true word of the Most High God. That's where the wisdom at. They ain't gonna get that in the Ivy League school. You're not gonna get that on Netflix. Nigga, you getting that right here and on our YouTube channel. That's where you getting it at. Yeah, we got YouTube. Shema, give me the YouTube, okay?
God bless you. God bless you.
This the book.
What you say? And that nigga right there, he's going to slavery.
I say God bless you.
And God is gonna bless us. He ain't blessing your ass. You dirty ass strings. Look at this ugly ass nigga. You look like Stuart Little. Lester. You look like Lester. Do the Lester walk. Do the Lester walk.
Numbers 15 and 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
So one of the commandments was that we supposed to have fringes on our garments. And even if you look at certain Native American and Hispanic tribes, like we always had fringes on if you look at Native American and stuff, they have these already. That's law. Like we kept the laws of God even over here. But that's something that we have to constantly practice.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations. That they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So it said, throughout your generations, I mean forever, you gotta have a ribbon of blue. You see all the people, you got fringes, and we got the ZCs too, Deuteronomy 22 and 12. The ZCs, the fringes, the border of blue. That's what it is throughout our generations, so we can remember the laws of God. Because if we don't have a physical reminder, like I said with the parents, that's our physical reminder that there's somebody above us. So we gotta have a physical reminder to be like, oh shit, I gotta keep the law. You feel what I'm saying? Because Black and Hispanic, we need visuals. Niggas go to class. You're not just trying to listen to the teacher, but he got a presentation. You focus. We need visuals. Most I gave us visuals. You know what we need. You know what we want. You feel what I'm saying? So get you some fringes, get in this Bible, and just keep the laws of the Most High.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and 7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
So this is another law of the Bible. Do you eat pork? Nah, you don't like pepperoni, ham? A little bit? Okay, watch this. You said again? Pepperoni, okay. But pepperoni is swine. So the Most High said swine is unclean to us. Go ahead.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and of their carcass shall ye not touch.
So he said we can't even eat it, and we can't even touch a dead pig. So you can't touch no bacon, can't touch no thing. And the white man's the devil. He gonna put pork in lotion, conditioner, candy. Like there's literally pork in fucking hand sanitizer, nigga. Really a lot of shit that you would never even think why you putting pork in it. You feel me? Like, but they know when we sin against our God, He's not gonna be with us. That's why we gotta make that extra step and keep the laws of God. So that's why we gotta know the laws to keep the laws. So that's why you gotta read. The Bible said, Revelation 1 and verse 3 real quick. It said, blessed is he that readeth. If you want to be blessed, we gotta be able to read the Bible.
This is the book of Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein. For the time is at hand. For the time is at hand. So it said, blessed are they that read the words, hear it, and keep them. Keep those things. Right? Keep going.
Hey, no problem. Yo, no problem, King. All praise, all praise. Remember, read your Bible, look at the YouTube, follow, you feel what I'm saying? Watch the videos, and get in tune, you feel me? We be out here every Thursday, over there by the rest steps. Where you from?
I'm from the Bronx, but I work right there in Pandora.
Oh, you from the Bronx?
Yeah.
We got a couple brothers in the Bronx, but we be in Brooklyn, Jersey, but every Thursday we will be over there by the red steps. If ever want to pop out, whatever, watch YouTube, you feel what I'm saying? Just check that out, right? All right, King, have a good one. Right, and with that, I give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. Do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shal. Say Shalom. Kwame Yasharahla.
You look me right in the eyes, try to tell me a lie. You got too much pride. Lately I've been thinking and meditating. Scripture keep me straight, but I'm always keeping tabs on some shit. I've been watching all your actions and shit. Hey, I try to be like Malachi 3 and 6.